What's up, Sportman family? It's your boy Sporkman, and welcome back to another video. Yes, we have some breaking news, everybody. We have GameStop and PSA collaborating together, as GameStop will now be a source, a place, a store you can go to at certain locations to start grading your cards with PSA. One of the best grading companies out there, if not the best out there. So, I have my gripe with PSA. For those that don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of them. I know they are the biggest service. I know they're the most well-known service out there. But from my experience, but also from what I've been, discussed with a lot of people that have graded with PSA in the past, their turnaround time has not been the greatest, even though I've heard it's gotten better these past few months. They lose your cards, they damage your cards, they do incorrect grading, which means that they'll grade your card initially. You'll, crack it, resend it for a better grade because you don't believe it's that grade, and then they'll actually grade it at a higher grade because they realize they messed up. Which again, that's not doing their homework, not doing their initial, full grading process the first time. So again, it seems like a little bit of a scam here and there at some points in time. But again, they were first here to the market with grading, so that's why they're the most well-known and more established company from all the other grading companies out there. Yes, we do have CGC, Beckett, and all those other great companies out there, but this is really, the best company in terms of grading from a lot of people in the market, that is, when you're trying to buy graded cards as well. Now, enough about my rant, because obviously you're not here for my rant. You're here to learn about GameStop and PSA collaboration here. Now, I'll be honest with you. I think this is, if not the smartest game plan for GameStop, which again is a dying company. I'm being honest with you here. It's a lot of people are just buying digital games these days and not going to the actual store to buy physical games. So they're trying to find other avenues to bring in people to their store. And I'm going to be honest with you, probably the smartest thing they've done actually is actually collaborating with PSA, because you're going to have a lot of, a new market coming to your store, and that being the trading card game market, but also the sports card market and other, markets that has cards in it as well, to basically grade your cards. And I'm sure GameStop is taking in some sort of commission behind the scenes here, as well as there is going to be every single card graded a little commission towards them as well, which is a huge advantage to them as well. But a huge advantage to PSA, as they'll definitely get a lot of people wanting more to grade with them, and I'm sure this grading service fee will definitely go up in time. But it's an initial fee to draw you in to start grading with them. And I think it's a very smart decision to do it at a cheaper rate. And even then, so will also then anger some people as well, as this grading fee that they have started to charge at $15.99 trading card game, right, which is going to be most of us that watch my channel, that being Yu-Gi-Oh, is going to be an incredible price, considering that, when we talk about the Collectors Club for PSA in general, it's $149 a year to join the Collectors Club, and $15 only if you're in the Collectors Club. So you have to pay the initial fee to join the Collectors Club, and then you have to also grade cards a declared value here as well, but also 20 card minimum. Whereas you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that with grading at GameStop. You don't need a 20 card minimum. You could just grade one or two cards, and at this price rate, which is incredible. Again, it's $1 more than the Collectors Club, but again, that is an incredible price considering you don't have to pay the initial subscription fee to join the Collectors Club for PSA and then grade at that amount. You're basically just paying the Collectors Club amount on initial, price here for the collaboration GameStop and PSA have at certain locations. Again, it's not every store at certain locations. I just want to clarify that. But again, this is incredible. Even the other card grading, right? The football, basketball, the sports cards, that's an incredible price as well. So all in all, I think this is going to be a huge success. I think a lot of people are going to get angry for those that are in part of the Collectors Club and have joined the subscription service, of PSA. And I know it will anger a lot of people, but in all terms here, I think it's a great initial pickup for a lot of players that are looking to grade, that are looking to try to get into that market, to do it so at GameStop. Also a store that is, very well known out there as well. So a great idea by both. Both will very much benefit from this as well. And again, it's it's really nice to see this as well. And look at this, everybody. If you're a pro member, you're getting free shipping as well. And I actually am a pro member, so this is going to be a really nice addition as well. So all in all, I think this is going to be, if not one of the most successful collaboration GameStop has ever had, PSA has had as well, but also just the card game market in general, as you will see a lot of people flooding the GameStop stores and the stores that actually have this service to start doing these types of submissions. And again, the great part about it that there's no submission form required, no subscription required, and there's no card minimum. So again, all these negatives that were pretty much negatives in the past of the subscription service, all these different things, it's just not there with this. So this is going to be a huge addition by subtraction, not really going through PSA, but just going through GameStop. Now, do we know like the estimated turnaround time? It says 45 business days, but we know PSA sometimes could take longer. So you never really trust that either. That's the other part about it. PSA being one of the bigger companies, and this being one of the initial process, you're going to see a lot of people grading with them. So really that turnaround time, even though it says 45 business days, it might take longer. But even if it doesn't take that long, you're always so scared with PSA as they're going to be rushing a lot of the grading process here to try to get your cards back to you. So again, we'll see that initial process. I actually will try out the service to see what it's like. And then we'll see what you guys think as well as we, get those cards back. But I will submit some cards. I'll let you know which cards I'm submitting. I'm actually going to submit some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. For those that don't know, Chaotic is also a card game, which I'm going to guess is going to be in the other card grading section, because it doesn't fall under this one, unfortunately, even though it's more or less a trading card game. And maybe I'll, even grade some Star Wars or Pokemon cards as well, which will be fun and entertaining as well to grade. But in all purposes, I do think this is going to be a huge success. A huge success for collectors as well, for those that like collecting. And all in all, I'm actually impressed with this one. So good stuff all around. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Obviously, I know PSA fans are not going to be happy about this. Like I said, especially if you're part of the subscription service. But if you are looking to try to grade with PSA, this is going to be a huge addition for you and a huge plus for you as well. And those that are part of the Collectors Club, maybe now you don't have to be part of that club. Now maybe you could just do this without joining that subscription service as well. So again, maybe some additions to help you along your way for grading in the future. We don't know if this price point will stick. It's the initial price point they've come out with. I think just to draw people, I do believe that price point will increase in the future, but definitely take advantage while you can with this price point, because again, you might as well, as $15.99 for a PSA card that again usually is the highest value of a graded card compared to any other grading company out there. It's definitely something to take advantage of sooner rather than later. But that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely want to hear your comments down below, what you think, what your thoughts are, and would you be grading with PSA through GameStop? And if you have already, what's been your experience? But that's about it. Again, please subscribe and comment. From your Sparkman. We'll catch you next one. Peace out, YouTube.